Hey everybody, this is iLad and we're back for another episode of Red Panda Skylines. Now here we are zoomed in on the last episode's build, which was Rosewood Square, and I'm still really happy with how this came out. And really I've done a lot of things in the city that I think have worked out pretty well and that I'm fairly proud of. Some of them not so much. I have made decisions that, looking back on it, I'm not sure what I was thinking. So we're actually going to spend today's episode sort of zipping through different areas of the city, correcting, improving, tweaking, adjusting, and otherwise getting things done. Now, full disclosure here, I've actually already recorded the whole episode where I did all of the work that you're going to see happen. And I'm not going to show it. It ended up being a big jumbled mess, and it was just generally, it would have been too much trouble to try and edit anything useful out of it. And I'm not I'm not going to do it. So instead, what I'm going to do is I'm going to zoom into different areas of interest, and we're going to check out the before, and then I'm going to walk you through the after. So the first before is this smog-filled disaster of an industrial area. This is where all my generic industry lives, or there might be a few squares somewhere else. I really think this might be all of it. And it's also the main power hub for the Panhaven region. Even though I'm probably getting more total power out of this thing. Oh yeah, I am. This is why I'm not going to use more than this one. These things are just freaking overpowered. In theory, this is the main power hub for the area. So here's this. All this is going to go away, and that includes the recycling campus over here. Right? Cool. We have this disaster here that I've already sort of commented on. A bunch of single-family homes surrounded by high-rise apartment buildings. That was not ideal. We've got traffic snarls, and more traffic snarls, and more traffic snarls. Yeah, I can keep repeating myself if you like. We've got a bunch of cropland that is continually not enough buyers. In some cases, what's happening is the train is coming here, unloading. All the trucks hit the road. They immediately pass over to here, load the goods onto a train, and ship it off again. It's ridiculous. Let me see if I can actually catch one doing this. Oops. That may not have started until after I was tweaking other things with the traffic. I'm not sure, actually. In any case, it shouldn't be happening at all, so that's clearly a problem. Let's see if these trucks go straight over to this station. Oh yeah. It's returning to facility, but that means that it traveled from this facility to this one. Just insane. I mean, y'all know the vanilla game has problems. Y'all also know I am playing vanilla, even though I know there are mods that could improve some of these problems. Anyway, we got us a school over here that I never put a decent playground in because I was going to use a park climbing frame. There's a little prop playground right there. The reason why it still doesn't have the climbing frame is because I still haven't upgraded this part. There's actually a bug currently in the game where every time you load to save, it resets the visitor count down to whoever's currently in the parks at that moment. So that's unfortunate, it's inconvenient, and it has made it hard to level up our park. What else did I tweak? Over here, we've got just way too much traffic on the roads. I attempt to do something about that. We've got a mostly empty A&M campus. It's it's about to be recognized, so that's something. Finally got enough students actually actively enrolled. I am losing a lot of money on it, but you know, it's education. That's good. We've got an area right in here with the student housing and these two neighborhoods, Alder Street and what was this one? I've actually forgotten, and it doesn't seem to want to display the district name. Ah, yeah, Spring Square. There we go. I realized that these two areas are actually highly appealing for tours, and I have done absolutely nothing about that. So that could be a situation that we rectify. And was there something else that I tweaked a little bit? That's the big stuff. And you know, as I'm going through the tour of the after half of the video, I'm probably going to tweak a few more things as I go, because that, unfortunately, seems to be how I roll. Oh, yeah. I just remembered one other thing. This. Look at this. This is disgusting. Man, jeez. And worse, I'm running low on capacity for sewage. We got some business. Let me go ahead and unload this save and load up the after, and I'll show you what I've done. All right, we're back. This is more or less the same view of Briar Rose Square. You can see that there's a little bit more going on in the park in the middle of the square. Namely, we've got a couple of gazebos. And that, my friends, is because I finally managed to get this park leveled all the way up to actual level 5. Loading save resets notwithstanding. That's a clue as to how long I was actually playing. Because I don't remember what the actual... I think it's like 5,000 visitors you gotta have. And as you can see, it has reset all the way back down to whoever's currently in the park again. So yeah, that's cool. Obviously I need to go through and finish out this park. It's just a random disorganized jumble of crap right now, but yeah, I'll work on that at some point. I did manage to get climbing frames unlocked, so I've got those there, and one at the elementary school finally, so that's nice. And the Victoria Meadows is actually properly the name of the city park system. Actually, you know what? It needs to be Penhaven Meadows. Duh. And Haven. There we go. Penhaven Meadows. 5-star park. Sweet. There's little fragments of it here and there, but we don't have to track them all down. Oh, the industrial district is kind of gone. It's empty. Yeah, and these are all shut down, and these are going to get replaced with something in an upcoming episode, so don't fret. They won't be flashing that notice forever. Moved the power plant over here. Upgraded it from 2 oil and 1 coal to 3 oil. Still got some random industrial stuff going on. Let me actually mark these as historical so that nothing embarrassing grows here. Right now, these are pretty decent, generic-looking structures that would work well on a power plant campus, I think. You can see I detailed in this with some landscaping. I really like how the vegetation does not lose its leaves even under pollution, unlike the trees in the area. Let's see, I think that was all the generic industrial I had. Yeah, I've got controlled access to it. Not that there's very much business going through there. I'm sure I'm spending more on upkeep than I'm ever going to earn from that. This is all connected to a new service interchange, which is a little too busy. It is what it is. More of a landmark than anything else. I've got a waste disposal unit going on over here. You can see it's producing an entire megawatt. That really is only there for aesthetics. I've got a new water treatment facility, and this is giving me much more buffer than the old pipes, and I'm no longer pouring pollution into the surface water. Groundwater, yes, but not surface water. I said that I was going to tweak some stuff as we went. I'm going to do that now, actually. All right, cool. It's not a lot, and you know it could even be better, but it's present. There's more to it than just a bunch of flat ground facilities sitting there. So this whole campus here, it's not hugely detailed, but it's functional and it's expandable. So I'm going to be able to extend this farther on down this way if I need to, as well as duplicating all these on this side. Which is why it's this specific distance from this fence. You go ahead and, again, just for aesthetics, go ahead and finish out this connection there. Cool. Yeah, and this is my new industrial area. It's small and it's sparse. It's actually completely filled in, believe it or not. I want to do something with the gaps, but I haven't quite figured out what just yet. So that's the reason why there's so much empty space around here. So, there you have it. Tourism, as long as we're in the area here. I have added a sightseeing bus depot and a chirper balloon tours. You probably spotted one of those bright blue balloons over here earlier. There we go. And that has increased the number of tourists that come through here. I also added the residential zone landmark, hoping to draw in more tourists and visitors and whatever. As far as actual number of tourists I've successfully brought in, right now I'm getting about 137 per week. That is slowly increasing, although I don't expect it to increase indefinitely without expanding some stuff. But this is where we are right now. It's not too shabby. It's doing all right. Oh yeah, there are also tours, both walking tours and bus tours, going through our two neighborhoods over here. I believe that's a walking tour stop. So Spring Square and Alder Street both have tours going on. There's a tour bus now. Passengers 6 out of 30. Yeah, it's not great. All right, what else did I do? So in addition to shutting these down and removing the generic industrial, I also broke up the recycling campus. So I've got smaller ones here and there in places where people wouldn't be choosing to live anyway. I've got another sort of medium-sized recycling campus over here, surrounded by a little bit of generic industrial. So that's working all right. And by now you may have noticed that the campus itself is filled in. We have one level to go before we're max level. And I don't think I'm actually going to get that very soon. Oh no, I've actually dropped below the 1200 threshold to maintain the acclaimed level. So that's unfortunate. I'm not worried about that right now, to be honest with you. It's not a priority. Just the fact that I've unlocked all these buildings is really nice, because I've got, you know, the labs, the bookstore. Try to give the labs lots of parking. Like that's supposed to be for the labs rather than the bookstore. And then that parking is also going to grant access to the auditorium and the library and the School of Tourism and Travel, which I built before I added all the tourist stuff over there. Let's see, just continuing to tour around. I've replaced a lot of the small farms and fields with large ones. I did find out in that experiment 2 or 3 videos ago that if you replace large ones with a bunch of small ones, you get a lot more traffic. And as you can see, traffic is flowing a lot more smoothly through here. Ignore this. I think part of that is because there are fewer trucks on the road. And part of it is because I've made about a ton of tweaks to the infrastructure around here. Unfortunately, some of those tweaks are pretty ugly. So I've got some really wonky roundabouts going on in a couple places. I'm just trying to keep things flowing instead of like having gridlock. Gridlock without a grid is especially fun. This is, I mean, traffic is, it kind of fluctuates between 80 and 85. It's slightly better actually than I think it was before. So don't judge me, bro. I'm doing the best I can. Yeah, this was a roundabout, and I opened it up to this big monstrosity here. Yeah. I removed an entire cargo train terminal that was right here. It was doing nothing but causing more traffic that was totally unnecessary, and ultimately all my exports tended to go to one station at a time anyway, so figured, well, let's just let one station handle it. So that happened over here. I tried all manner of stuff to try and get traffic working on this half of the roundabout, and I finally stopped having a road cutting this off right here and just ran everything directly into the roundabout, and that seems to be an improvement. See where we are again? Yeah, we're still in the low 80s. All right. Oh yeah, the big mess where I had single family homes next to high rises. Thoreau Square has been completely redesigned. It is now a cul-de-sac neighborhood similar to Rosewood Square. You notice that it's fenced in so that all of these high rises open directly onto the cul-de-sac neighborhood, and it's apparently thriving. I mean, check this out. I've got we've got a lot of households crammed in here. Total population of the area, 641. 76 cells per square meter. So I'm pretty happy with that. And it doesn't look as out of place. It's also one of the few areas in the city now that doesn't have a high-rise ban. Most of the city does have a high-rise ban. Which is kind of funny, because apparently these do not include, or these are not included in the category of high-rises. So I guess I'm a little uncertain as to what exactly the term is in the game. That's okay. It's a nice little strip of density over there. I'm trying to think what else I tweaked. As you can see, all these pipes are going. And actually get rid of all this crap. Yeah. And the pollution is very slowly drifting away. The water currents around here are actually very, very weak. Wait, is this not the view where I can see water currents? Yeah. Yeah. Very, very, very weak. Earlier I did actually have some very faint arrows. Really tiny. But apparently even those are gone now. Oh. Oh. I think those pipes were actually generating current. Sorry, I gotta do an experiment now. Let's see. How does one get to these things? Yeah, I gotta see if this works. Come on. Not operating. Not enough electricity. Fine. Operating normally. Okay, cool. Now let's go in here. Uh-huh. Oh, for sure. These actually generate measurable current. I guess I shouldn't be surprised, but somehow that feels like a more sophisticated physics simulation than I really expected from the city here, or from City Skylines. That's incredible. Huh. I don't know. I'm unreasonably impressed by that. Anyway, I guess I'll also push all the remaining pollution downstream. Let somebody else deal with it. Oh, yeah, I replaced some of the fields with animal pasture. Sort of bleed off some of the excess crops. And you can see that there are noticeably fewer of these little notifications going up. Now, there's still some, and I'm okay with that, actually. They usually get dealt with pretty quickly. And I'd always rather have too much than not enough, because too much is going to get sold eventually. Not enough slows down production here. So, yeah, I feel like it's possible that may be contributing to some traffic issues. I'm actually not sure. But I feel like it's definitely helping me get the most bang for my buck. I restructured, let's see. Did I restructure something over here? I thought I did. I guess not. I tweaked this roundabout a little bit. It's all misshapen and ugly now, and I probably shouldn't have bothered. I was trying to do lane math on the most heavily used arcs of the circle. I'm not convinced it was worth making it that ugly. Oh well, it is what it is. A lot of people have reported a bug in the game where they can't import stuff into a warehouse like this because it's just a constant import even after it fills up, and that it jams their entire industry. I've not experienced that bug, thank goodness, and I hope I don't. So far, so good on that. Yeah, one big thing, one big deal. Guys, look at this. Look at this. I am turning a profit on my campus. Jeez Louise, I am. I don't know why I am, but there it is. My gridless city continues to be very interesting, to me at least, and I hope it does to you as well. And what the heck? It's such a weird building. Yeah, I lost a level. I might want to replace this with wall-to-wall too. Do I have a separate district on this? Oh, I don't? What? Alright, farewell number 3. Alright, wall to wall. Let's get some bigger density through here. In any case, I really hope you've enjoyed watching all this. I'm going to probably get back to more normal videos. Now that I've pretty well finished up the sort of the disjointed city upgrades, tweaks chapter. I may do one of these again in the future, but I think the next few I've got a little bit more concrete projects planned out, so I think you'll enjoy those. So I think I'll show those as I do them. But yeah, if you enjoyed what you saw, please consider paying a visit down to the like button, the subscribe button, possibly the share button if you're feeling especially generous. And I very much appreciate you. Thank you so much. Y'all take care. Bye-bye.